Alright, take two. So today we're going to be cleaning my espresso setup. I'm going to show you guys how I do it. Obviously I know not everyone has an espresso machine and it's very specific to the kind of machine you have. I have a Profitec Go and I have a niche zero grinder, so I'll get the shot on the espresso machine. Why don't we go over some of the products? I have this from when I had an espresso machine. It's a descaling liquid, which is usually very acidic liquid to help get rid of scale. This helps dissolve that, it helps break it up and flush it through. You put it into your water tank, cut it with water. If it's powdered descaler, make sure you dissolve it. Now, I'm not going to descale my machine today, and the reason why is that I use filtered water for my machine. We have quite hard water in Montreal. I use a water filter, which means that a lot of those minerals are filtered out. It means that I don't have to descale as much. For the actual cleaning of a lot of our stuff, we're going to be using Cafesa. This is like treasured by the industry. You can use it to clean a lot of other stuff. It helps get rid of the oil, the residue from the coffee. So that's all you really need to know for now. Let's go take apart the machine. Alright guys, so this is my espresso setup here. Don't mind the calming music in the background, it's for my baby. Let's start with this machine here. Great tip for people that don't have a lot of space. If you get pads on your machine, you can slide it out easily. Also, another great tip, when you want to fill your machine, this is great. At least for this machine, because the tank you fill from up top. So you just put that there and you pour the water in. It's great. Anyway, we're gonna go for a nice deep clean on this. For this machine, you can program how many shots it pours until it reminds you to clean the machine. So it could be 300, 400, 200 shots, and then you'll get a little message up here when you turn it on that says CLN. I don't know if it's going to show right now. Yeah, right there. There you go. So, let's get it going. We're gonna unscrew the group head screen. Bingo! That is the screen. You can see it's pretty dirty. See that? We're gonna use this Cafesa here, about 6 grams per liter of water, which is gonna be about a tablespoon. Sorry, more like a teaspoon. While we wait for the water to boil, we're going to take our super filters. It's pretty simple to remove these. Just get some leverage on them. They'll pop right out. See how dirty that is? Cafesa is going to kill that. Couple screens as well. Here we have our boiling water, around a liter. It goes. Make sure it's nice and dissolved. Now we're going to start putting in our bits and pieces. Why not? Let that sit for around half an hour. While this sits, we're going to start cleaning our grinder. So when I get the notification to clean my machine, I'll go ahead and clean my grinder too. If you're worried about reassembling, just line the parts up in order as you dismantle them. Most of what I'm doing is very intuitive. The niche zero is beautifully designed and mostly tongue and groove. The parts are flush and fit together nicely. A couple pieces needed a good tug. I think it needs a good clean. The idea is straightforward. Remove the parts, brush away the fine coffee particles, reassemble. Let's get this dosing cup back in there. My takeaways on this machine are pretty positive. It's single dose, so it's more residential and commercial. Niche prides itself on zero retention, which means beans going in should weigh the same coming out. The fact that we're cleaning coffee grounds right now shows this isn't entirely true, but it's very effective, and if you're feeling fussy, get a bellow. The burrs work well, the workflow's intuitive, and I love this thing. You can get it in black, but I think the white one is way nicer. It's time to reassemble. Make sure that these two grooves are lined up for the next piece. Once the collar is screwed on tight, recalibrate by turning the black ring until the bearing aligns with the arrow. You can now turn the collar the way you want it on the dial. The bearing will mark the grind size. Dismounting the top for a quick clean. I'll clean the dosing cup as well, and then we're good to go. So by now the Kefisa will have done its job, and we are going to change the water. Let's get this string. Nice and shiny. So a little lesson, when you're dumping this, make sure that the screw doesn't also go into the sink. Fortunately, I have another one that should work. It's a good sign. Nice and tight. Let's turn this on. So we're now going to do what's called back flushing. Here you have a back flush plate. Now we're going to remove this. Make sure you clean this, otherwise it's going to taste fishy. Anyway guys, that's it. I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you soon.